Long ago, in a peaceful village nestled between forested hills, the teachings of a wise man named Gautama Buddha had begun to spread far and wide. People spoke of his unmatched calmness, his radiant peace, and his ability to transform even the most troubled minds with nothing but silence and compassion. Not far from this village lived a man known for quite the opposite, a hot-tempered, prideful man who ruled over his household and business with an iron fist. He believed that control came through power, that respect came from fear. His words were often cruel, his anger quick and explosive. He had built walls around his heart, proud of his strength and dominance. One day Rudra overheard travelers praising the Buddha. "His silence heals hearts," said one. "His eyes are like still water," said another. "He never gets angry, no matter what is said to him," Rudra scoffed. "A man who never gets angry," he mocked. "What kind of man is that? He must be spineless. Weak. I'll go see for myself." The next morning, with burning curiosity and a heart full of ego, Rudra made his way to the place where the Buddha was said to be teaching. Under a great Bodhi tree, surrounded by disciples and wanders, the Buddha sat, his legs crossed, his spine straight, and his eyes closed in deep stillness. Rudra stood before him. No greetings, no respect, just rage waiting to be released. "You call yourself enlightened?" Rudra thundered. "You sit here like a god while people suffer and starve. You do nothing, say nothing, and pretend to be wise." The Buddha opened his eyes slowly. He looked at Rudra not with fear, not with anger, but with gentle, compassionate eyes that pierced through the noise. He remained silent. Rudra felt something strange in that moment. He had insulted many people in his life, merchants, workers, even priests, and they always reacted. Some yelled back, some defended themselves, some threatened him, but this man just looked at him. The silence enraged him further. "Have you nothing to say?" Rudra spat. "Are you so arrogant that you won't respond? Or are you just empty inside, like your teachings?" The Buddha remained still, like a mountain in the middle of a storm. Rudra stepped closer. "I have called you names. I have insulted your very being. Doesn't that bother you? Don't you feel anger like other men?" Finally, the Buddha spoke. His voice was calm, like water flowing gently over smooth stones. "If someone offers you a gift," he asked softly, "and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" Rudra blinked, taken aback. "It remains with the one who offered it, of course." Buddha smiled faintly. "Just so. I do not accept your anger, your insults, your hatred. Therefore, they remain with you." The crowd fell silent. Rudra stood frozen. The wind that rustled the leaves above was the only sound. For the first time in years, Rudra didn't know what to say. His breath was heavy, his chest was tight. The fire that usually raged in him found nowhere to grow. "Your anger is not a reflection of me," continued the Buddha. "It is a reflection of you. Just as a mirror cannot be blamed for the face it reflects, I cannot carry the weight of your emotions." Rudra, for the first time, felt small, not humiliated, but humbled. His entire life had been spent pouring out fire on anyone who opposed him. He believed power came from being louder, stronger, feared. But now, faced with this silent mountain of calm, he realized, true strength is not in shouting, but in not needing to shout. With a shaky voice, Rudra asked, How do you do it? How can you not feel rage when insulted?" Buddha looked at him with kindness. "I do feel, but I do not react. Emotions rise like waves, but I do not become the wave. I observe. I breathe. I choose peace," he continued. "Most people live like slaves to their emotions. Anger rises, they shout. Fear rises, they hide. Desire rises, they chase. But freedom is when you can feel without being ruled by what you feel." Rudra's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of realization. He had lived like a storm his entire life, destroying peace around him, thinking it made him powerful. But now he saw the man who could remain still in the face of storms was far more powerful than any storm could ever be. He fell to his knees and whispered, "Can I change? Or is it too late?" The Buddha replied, "It is never too late. The moment you become aware is the moment the path begins. You have walked through fire your whole life. Now, learn to walk through light." Rudra stayed for weeks, then months, day by day. His sharp edges softened. He learned to breathe before reacting, to listen instead of attacking, to see his own emotions as passing clouds, not permanent truths. Years later, he too became a teacher. Not of scriptures or rituals, but of self. People who once feared him now sought his wisdom. And whenever someone asked how he changed so deeply, he would smile and say, "Because one man, with complete silence, showed me that I had a choice."